Hello everybody, Caden here today with another episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs. And today, sorry I ran out of breath there for a second, we are back on the world. And I'm gonna quickly close that so we can't see outside because I got a surprise out there. Whoops, we'll get to that in a second. This is the storage room, guys. You'll remember we started building this last episode and it did not look this good. Basically, I had a live stream this weekend. Well, not this weekend, last weekend, or on Saturday, I guess. And basically, we just built this. I have to say, it looks pretty good. Now, it's advanced a bit since the stream, since people on the stream would have seen it. A couple new sections, things like that, stuff like this. In fact, I even moved all the dinosaur stuff over here because I realized it's a lot more convenient. I'm actually going to be taking out that old laboratory. I've said this before. We're going to be taking the old laboratory out, building a new one, probably close to here. And I'm not sure. Probably turning that one into more of a compy exhibit slash way to get to the raptors. I'm not sure. Anyway, so we've got a couple new things here. One being inventory pets. I found a couple of these. In the second one, I got limestone and marble. More for the museum than the visitor center because I finally started working on that for, I guess, real. Anyway, we also added Tinker's Construct, which adds in this amazing little crafting bench. Now you might be like, why is there a chest by this crafting table? Because it gives me a whole ton of extra storage. So basically, let's say I throw this in here. I mean, well, I could basically just access a chest and it actually stays in the crafting station. So the crafting station is by far the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Best thing like ever. Did I get any more biofossils? I don't think I did. I did go back in episode, well, I didn't really go back in the episode. I kind of, well, a mixture of that and then just guessing what I had. Basically, I got myself back some fossil blocks and some stuff like this, basically just to reimburse myself. Anyway, so this isn't the only thing I worked on. I also worked on the visitor center, which is right out here. Now that you guys will realize this has changed quite a bit since we last saw it in the stream or in the last episode. This is a big improvement, and I have to say, it looks absolutely amazing. Now you might be like, oh, you can't see the brachiosaur, and I didn't realize that till after I put the balcony in. So this part of the balcony is being removed pretty soon because I want to be able to see the brachiosaur. But, I mean, if you look here, you can see I've done quite a lot of work. I mean, the building is really starting to come together now. This part of it was really what I think kind of started pulling together the interior. And the fact that I made the first floor a lot taller. Because I think that was one of the bigger problems, is that the first floor was ending here, and I was like, oh, that's way not enough space. So, yeah, second floor starts there. It's going to be a 2-story building. Oh. Okay, so that one's following me. Okay, it finally is. Let's go grab a bone real quick. Mob drops bone. Okay, come with me, little Compsognathus. We're going to go over to your cage, put you in, and be good about it. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. You know what, we'll just set you to stay. You can sleep under a tree for now. Okay, anyway, we are back and it's on peaceful. Yep. Caden, you and your peaceful, you need to do other things. Basically, I'm doing some stuff. You could call it some super secret stuff dealing with well, for the actually I'm gonna make this formal this formal announcement, not an announcement. I don't know what that is. This formal announcement now. So for those of you guys who have been playing on my Minecraft Dinosaurs server for a little while, if you weren't here on the stream yesterday, you won't know about this, which is kind of why I'm mentioning it right now. There is going to be a shutdown of the Dinos part, or the Dinos life part, I don't know, the Dinos age of that server fairly soon. So some of you guys are going to be like, why would you do this? Why are there people who still play? Yes, there are. And I'll probably be putting the world up for download. In fact, I think one of my friends said he might be able to host it for me on a different server, which I'm very thankful about if he can actually do that. So yeah, it may not disappear entirely. Reasons I'm shutting it down, and I mentioned this on the stream as well, so people on the stream, you guys, I guess, can just skip ahead to when I'm no longer talking about this, because you guys already know about this. One of the reasons I'm doing this is because, well, I have to pay for the server, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, I assume most of you have, I haven't really been on a lot that lately. I mean, I've been on a few times, but mostly I'm not on the server, which means I'm kind of paying for something I'm not even using. So, I mean, to most of you, I think from that point, most of you guys can kind of understand, like, oh, yeah. Like, you know, if you're not going to use it, why continue to pay for it? Anyway, so that's one reason. That's not actually the main reason, though, that I'm taking it down. The main reason is I have some ideas for a series, basically. A series, maybe. It may be a live stream only series, or it may be an actual, like, we do episodes and stuff of it. I'm not sure how it's gonna go currently, but I think making it a live stream series would probably be a lot easier, considering that I'd want people to be on, and having it be on live stream, which means you guys have a notification and everything. Yeah, it'll probably be a live stream series, but or at least initially. Anyway, yeah, so I've got a plan. I'm not going to announce anything that I've got planned yet, basically because I'm not sure I'm going to go with what I have currently planned, because it's kind of experimental, and I'm like, is this gonna work? And I've got to get in contact with some friends of mine that are really good builders, because it's gonna be a somewhat custom map. Big hint. But, or tiny hint towards what could happen. So yeah, that's gonna happen. And honestly, I may have to upgrade the server if I want this to work properly. Which is another reason why I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it. But anyway, we'll see what happens with the server in the future. Actually, before we continue to work on the visitor center, which is going to be today's main objective, I want to go show you guys something I've done. Now, this is something I think you guys mentioned to me on the live stream, and then also in previous episodes I remember hearing about this. People were wondering, when are you going to do something about your Spinosaurus? And you guys should have noticed, there's no Spino back there. So I assume some of you were like, oh no, did Caden kill it? I have not killed it. It is still alive and kicking. In fact, it's gonna do a very good job of demonstrating exactly what's going to happen to it, because I've put him over where his new home is going to be. Hello, Mr. Ceratosaurus. I think its name is Cookie Dough. I don't remember. Mr. Spinosaurus is over here, and I spent about 30 minutes basically just clearing out this area. Tree Capitator makes everything makes life 10 billion times easier. So you guys will have remembered me coming up here before, just basically showing off this. This is the new Spinosaurus area. It may also be becoming the Sarcosuchus area. I'm not sure though. Basically, what was one of the ideas? One of the ideas was to basically make this larger, more square section, the Spinos, and then kind of build a dividing fence there, and then put Sarcos in that area. But I'm thinking I may just make this whole area Spinosaurus, and then find another good area like this beyond the hills over there, and make that into the Sarcosuchus enclosure. Anyway, that's the current idea I'm running with for that. But yeah, I think I am gonna try and finish the center on camera and stuff, or the park center, before we really start working on this on camera. I'm probably gonna put a few minutes into it each day off screen, just, you know, kind of get it started for when we start breaking ground, you could say, and placing everything in and getting the build done and everything. I mean, I still have a lot of other work I need to get done, even over here, just to get it connected to the Spino area. Gosh, there's a lot of stuff to do in this park. I can't wait. Oh, so yeah, you guys remember, yeah, and one of the other episodes I mentioned I kind of wanted to look a bit like the Capitol building, which has a giant dome, and I was like, yes, I need a giant dome, because why not? It's a dome, and it looks really cool. Domes are one of my favorite things to put in buildings. However, now that I put a dome in here, I don't really think I should put a dome in the museum, which I now really wish I I really wish I'd done that now because I like the idea of museum domes. Reinforced. I don't think that was the glass I used up there. I think it was stone frame glass. I can't honestly remember. We'll see. But yeah, I think the visitor center is coming along nicely. It's not going to be too much bigger than this. People have been asking me what's going to go inside here, and to be honest, I'm not really sure. We're going to build the exterior building first and then worry about the interior within the next couple of episodes. In fact, I may actually start the museum and the museum, the restaurant, and what was it going to be? The Ichthyosaurus arena. Well, it can't really be called an arena. The Ichthyosaur area will all be probably started and somewhat finished before I start really working on the interior. Because that's something I've kind of noticed about myself. I'm very good at building exteriors and getting those finished and accomplished and everything, but the interior is always a problem for me. I never really get those done, at least very quickly, so there's a pretty good chance we won't be seeing a finished interior of this build for quite a while. I need to get all the way up here. Scaffolding. It took me so long to get a brachiosaur skeleton. There's one thing that annoys me about this mod. It's biofossils and trying to get the correct skeleton. There we go. Okay, we are officially up here. There was something I was thinking about. Oh, it was like the aviary. I didn't know if I was. Well, I have enough glass, and I always get a ton of sand from doing fossils. So yeah, I can break a bit of glass, and we're starting to get closer to being able to level up again. Or not level up, enchant again, and hopefully we'll get a Silk Touch pickaxe, because it's driving me somewhat insane. No, I've got Tinkers! I'm gonna look through that book momentarily and see, because I think there's a Silk Touch upgrade we can actually get for the pickaxe. Yeah, I think there is. Okay. Domes. Something I have become somewhat accustomed to after having built so many different aviaries and buildings like this. Okay. If you guys ever wanted to see what it's like to build an aviary, this is what it's like. Slow and painful, but eventually you get a really cool build and you feel that it's somewhat worth it. Somewhat, because sometimes they don't turn out quite right and you have to tear it all down, and yeah. But I mean, this is starting to look pretty good. I don't know why I have this ring here. I might take this ring out and then start tapering in the dome. I think this ring was originally just put here so I could kind of get a height estimate for the entire building. Well, that's lovely. I'm actually going to tear out the balcony right now. Or at least the middle section of the balcony. Because I want the balcony. The balcony is a cool thing. I really don't know the purpose of the balcony right now because, to be honest, I don't need one. I haven't really planned out an interior yet, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the balcony, but I'll figure out something to do. Okay, let's just get all these blocks here. And we will be good. Okay. Well, it's been a while. Actually, how many visitor centers have I actually ever built? In 5 seasons, I think I've only actually built one official visitor center. I built what you could call an unofficial visitor center back in like season. Oh no, that was last season. I built a somewhat unofficial one. That was basically, well, it was meant to be like an information booth that was meant for just a singular exhibit. I kind of turned that into a visitor center, except it was nowhere near the entrance to the park. In fact, that park didn't even have an entrance. So, I mean, you can't really call it a visitor center. So it's 4, and then there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I haven't figured out, like, you see, that's some of the problems I have. I haven't really figured out the whole lay of this building so far. I've kind of just figured out the facade of it. Like, the entrance, I think, looks absolutely amazing. Oh, especially that you can see the Brachiosaur head. Once we kind of plow through this back section, I mean, like, even, like, right here, see the whoops, I forgot. You can see the Brachiosaur's head. You can't zoom in, which is unfortunate. And that looks just absolutely awesome. Can't wait to finish this build. It's gonna look really cool. Anyway, let's see. What other things do I have around the... I think I'm gonna spend a bit of this episode working and then a bit of it just kind of figuring out what to do. So we're moving the entrance, and I'm kind of glad I went for this theme now for the visitor center because it very much matches the entrance style I want to go for. So that means we'll have a good theme matching, theme bonusing in Civ 6. I've been playing way too much Civ 6. So what do I want to do here? Actually, I know what I want to do there. Oh, but do I want to do those trees, the Paleoraphe trees, or do I want to do I have any? No, I don't have any non-petrified Paleoraphes right now. I really should go get some of the, or unpetrify some, so that way I can start using them to kind of fill in stuff, because I like how the Paleoraphes look. They're very cool. I don't know what you could call them, centerpiece trees. Very cool looking. We also have to finish this whole area. Actually, I forgot, I did do a bit of work on that. I mean, I didn't get all the way done, but that back rock wall is looking a lot nicer now. I think I got most of the grass in there, so it's just a matter of smoothing everything out now, I think. Yeah, I think it is just right now a matter of smoothing everything out, getting the trees back in, and then we'll be done with that. That'll be nice. Also, when I was constructing this building, I was thinking about the museum, because obviously I want to build the museum still. And I realized something rather funny about Jurassic Park and even this idea of building a museum. You're in a park full of extinct animals that have been brought back to life. Why would you want to go to a museum that has their skeletons? I mean, I'm still going to make a museum because I really want to build a museum, but it really doesn't make sense. I mean, it makes sense for the archaeology stuff, I guess, but to be honest, who really wants to look at the archaeology stuff at a dinosaur park? You come here for dinosaurs, and, well, that's what you get. Oh, the allosaurs. There's one down there. I like this area. Oh, I did say I was going to replace the iron bars with glass. I will have to do that at some point. I'm also going to get a second ceratosaur, I think. I need more of them. Oh. Oh, a testament to how this park is, how much terraforming is going to go into this park by the end of the season. I mean, look at this. Like, this is a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's about 8 blocks above the ground level here. Oh, you know what I want to do, guys? I want to go back. No, yeah, I think I was mentioning this in another episode, like episode 100 or something. I think I might go back or episode 75. We might do it episode 75 instead. I want to go back and see the world before the park, because I mean, I'm playing on the world right now, so I obviously have the seed and everything. I want to go see what it looked like before all the terraforming was done. Let's see. Oh, yep, there's one there and one there. Okay, so what did I want to do for Deinonychus? I think I was just going to bring it out. Yeah, I was going to bring it out and then bring it into here, tear the laboratory out, put it in as part of the Compsognathus exhibit. So the compies, instead of just that tunnel area, are going to get a much, much larger exhibit. I'm going to actually bring in a lot more compies, things like that. And bring the pathway out here. Maybe remove a bit of that rock wall and get a couple more Deinonychus. Do we have any more Deinonychus? I do not remember if I do. I'm going to go check real quick. Let's see, what have we got? We have no more Deinonychus eggs. Do we have any more Deinonychus DNA. We have a singular Deinonychus DNA. Okay, so I mean we can kind of. Oh yeah, I wanted to see this book. Materials and you. I know all this stuff because I've used this part of Tinkers before. Stealth, Featherfall, Water Walk, Lead Boots. Allows you to walk underwater, prevents you from swimming. Blub. What's the speed? Putting redstone on my weapon makes it faster, so why don't I put it on my hands directly? Increased mining speed. Ooh, that's interesting. Double jump. Okay, so this is not the book I'm looking for. How do I make the other ones? I think it said. Oh, okay, so I just put this one. Materials, I need volume 2. Modifiers. Okay, that is what we were looking for. Paper stack. Right. Tool station. Okay. Diamond. 500 extra durability. Ooh, that's quite good. 50% more durability. So emeralds are... Oh, no. Emerald is a lot better. Emerald is a lot better. Because it increases it by 50%. So if you put a diamond and then an emerald, ooh, that'd be really good. Redstone speed, auto repair, auto smelt. Auto smelt, that's pretty nice. Luck, sharpness, fiery, necrotic. Wow, that's pretty cool. Allows blocks to be harvested directly. Okay, silky. How do I make that? I need a nugget and then... Oh, but that's so expensive. I definitely think I'm gonna have to get into Tinkers though. It's a very, very cool mod. I'm very interested in it. Anyway, guys, I think we're gonna end today's episode off here. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have all enjoyed. Hope you're looking forward to seeing how this all turns out. I'm very excited to see what I end up doing with the visitor center. Mainly because it's a very interesting design I've gone for, I think. And I'm kind of interested to see how this will affect the other builds that are going to go in this area, because we've got at least 2 more large buildings going in. Actually, you know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of a mall. Because, you come out here, and then there's, like, the circular area where you got the pathways all around. You got, like, the food court in the center and stuff. Anyway, thank you again for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and until next time, guys. Oops, I hit F5. See ya.